recipient of Hollywood prestigious Lumiere Award, Infinity Film Festival of Beverly Hills Audience Choice Award, FICCI AVGC Honorary Award. Sir holds several global patents and he has served as a director on the AIS VR Society Board and an advisor to film and train organizations globally. I feel honored to welcome an out-of-box personality, His Excellency Mr. Ravindra Velar sir. Sir will be speaking on the topic Transforming Hollywood Pixels to Voxels, Immersive and Volumetric Cinema Drives a Big Opportunity for Developers and Storytellers Powered by Technology. So I welcome you, sir.
Thank you very much, madam.
Welcome, sir.
Hi, my name is Ravi, and originally I'm from Sangli, not very far from where Dr. D.Y. Patil is from Kolhapur, and fortunate enough to met during my childhood, Dr. D.Y. Patil sir, and very humble, and also would like to congratulate principal, vice principal, and all the faculty member and esteemed guests and speakers around the world. And thank you very much, Dr. Sandeep Shekhar, who happened to be my childhood friend and one of my mentor in early age when I was doing. And I guess that is what we are also learning in this time of crisis. As a wise man once said, never let go a good crisis to waste. And a pandemic such as what we are going through is a classic example that we shall not bow down and we should keep going. And just for a statistic wise, 9 out of 10 students around the world, from the remote corners of Brazil, Amazon, to Colombia, to India, to US, including my own family, all the students are learning online. So this is going forward is going to be a prime way or ancillary way to get education. So do not apologize if there is any voice issues or video issues. I did try to limit my presentation than the original masterclass usually I gave in forums worldwide. But just in case, since the nature of the videos are really high quality, if the presentation get disconnected, I will join from my mobile on audio mode so we can continue this momentum. And with that, can everybody see my screen here, the presentation?
Yes,
Yes.
sir. It is visible.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. So just a level set here. How many of people have heard about virtual reality or something called a volumetric? I mean, of course, we know what pixel is, but what about voxels? So I'm pretty sure like a lot of people are in mute. So I'll do brief introduction and move on. But if you have any question, Dr. Shekhar has my information. I'm happy to talk to any individual and topics that I won't be able to cover here. And just for a sanity check, I do have a link to my videos and article. There is an extensive blog with all the videos that you are going to see. Some video, because of the time constraint, I might have to skip, and some because of the size, it may or may not work. But this link also I will share on our team meeting. So people who would like to go and get more information can always see. So save yourself some space. No need to record, but I can provide extensive information and so on. And again, so I've been working with Intel for last 22 years now. I just finished my 22nd year at Intel last year. Started my journey in Sangli from engineering college, and a really humble journey. Worked here for Eastman Kodak Research, loved working with images. Started working with Siemens Research in India. Then Eastman Kodak Research worked on their digital cameras. And then my interest grew up, and always ardent about trying to be in the research environment. So worked for Intel Research ever since I joined, and then grew up into standards, policy, and business, where we drive a lot of global standards. But this is a quick introduction about Intel. Don't want to get into detail what we do. But when you think about Intel, you only think us about processors. But it's not exactly like that. It's not just a railway that runs on its own. It takes all kind of people and technologies comes together to operate this world. And the technology that you are using, thanks to Intel, a lot of this technology that we have put together over the last 50 years, amazing dedicated team, researchers, and diehard engineers and business people who brought this ecosystem together. So we do make a desktop processor, then our Xeon, scalable Xeon, which is a data center processor, which pretty much like powering the video that is coming on right now on the Microsoft Team meeting or Zoom or any other thing. Anytime we exchange information, we are there. And that's just one aspect of our Intel, but it takes a lot of technology to integrate together. So a lot of people probably are aware of artificial intelligence. We have a lot of dedicated stacks and systems and chips and even acquisition that we made in this area. Then obtaining the fastest persistence memory is also that is required, because you will know the answer why amount of data will be pushing. Thunderbolt, since when we are working with the petabytes and several terabytes of data, you need to move those data locally really fast. So interconnects are really a key. So those are the platform, and plus the graphics and optimized technologies, another thing that we do. And then a lot of things that we are working with the computer vision, AI sensing capabilities. So depth tracking, vision, and sensing technology is really paramount importance to us. MovieDis is one example, Intel RealSense 3D camera that can be leveraged not just in a media and entertainment, but from your 3D CAD simulations and even everyday applications for depth sensing and analyzing. And in order to bring everything together, so you need a lot of good software people to bring together. So standards, analytics, software, security, all these factors come together with a superior cloud, and that's what what we call the revolution or the space that is driving this particular evolution of immersive media. So in my presentation, I will not be talking about what Intel does in general. This is the only slide, but I will be kind of giving some case study to compel some thought process and start some innovation firing. And I do come to India quite often, almost 4 times a year. I'm working as an advisor to Bollywood and FICCI for last 11 years. And a lot of these things are already been used or we leverage. So pretty much we work globally, and I'm honored to have a part of team which strives for excellence throughout the world, and the like-minded people like you and amazing talents. So creating immersive cinema worlds. So when I'm talking about the immersive, it has a many connotation. Think of this: when the first Disney movie came or black and white movie came, or the first Disney animation film came, the Disney multiplane camera, everything basically step into kind of please to your different senses is immersiveness, even from the black and white to color, or from even still picture to moving picture. And from there to now we are talking in a Dolby Vision or 5.1, 8.1. Then we talk about the standard definition, high definition, 4K, even 8K, and immersive and volumetric. Every single thing is a pushing boundaries of physics and the computing, and also expanding the limits of storytelling. And without story, technology have very less meaning, and vice versa. So we try to complement the storytellers, working with them, learning from them, complementing them. And with that journey, we are no longer dealing with just a subset of data. For example, when I met with Buzz Aldrin, one of the joke that he shared, when the Apollo 11 mission was done, amount of computing power that was available to enter NASA was far less than amount of smartphone, or in a smartphone you have it in hand. And that's, they leverage that computing power, try to send the man to the moon and bring back safely. And from that inception, back those days, almost 40 years back, and now all the way to the digital transformation, now we are dealing with the petabytes of data. In fact, one of the projects, actually in 3 minutes we captured 1 petabyte, so almost 1,000 terabytes of data. That much we capture. So that's kind of a revolution that we are driving. And here is one example. So I know that there are a cross faculty people. So this presentation by no means for just a computer or electronics and information technology. Even the civil, then mechanical also can look the beauty behind this one, because it takes a lot of kind of cross-disciplinary things to come together. So there is a movie called Meg that came last year from Warner Brothers, and Intel worked with the Ziva and Scanline and Warner Brothers. And a lot of civil engineers probably know when they do the flood simulation and the flood dynamics, especially that shark that was moving through the water, that was not the real shark. It was done using artificial intelligence. So more than 1+ petabyte of streamlined flood simulation data was generated. So that creature, the giant megalodon shark, can operate very swiftly among the water as if like it's a lifelike real. And you can see the numbers are staggering. How many simulation tasks were created, how many images were rendered, and how much of RAM was used, and how many core. 33,000 CPU cores were used to create this particular movie. And this is an example leveraging the artificial intelligence, how those processes were faster. And you can Google it. Actually, you can find a lot of online papers around this one. So feel free to do so. Now I jump back to the project that I was personally and in the industry. My first project started with two-time Oscar and Grammy Award winner, Mr. A.R. Rahman. By the way, just want to take a pause. Can everyone hear me okay?
Yes, sir, you're
Can
audible.
hear.
Okay.
Audible
Yeah.
properly. Yes.
Okay, so Lamask is when I met with Mr. Rahman in 2015, we started working on this one. This is a purely multisensory virtual reality project where you have to put the glasses and there is a chair, and this is a directed, composed, even the written by A.R. Rahman, and this is his first director venture into virtual reality filmmaking, for full-fledged filmmaking. It's still not complete yet. It should be coming out sometime later. Please stay tuned for that. And we screened the first teaser at NAB show, a network and NAB show in Vegas back in 2017, and then the Marché des Films, Cannes Film Festival, where we started Cannes XR, extended reality. I mean, don't get into all the jargon, they might confuse you, but this is something that makes you forget and immerse you into the environment like never been experienced before. So think of this, the whole surround sound of Mr. Rahman, along with the images in 360. So you can pretty much like look in any direction and the story is happening around you. So you are so immersed, the story, you are actually part of the story. So that's this project. And we also able to deliver a scent. The Lamask is actually a French name for a particular scent, came from the musk animal, or we call it Kasturi Mrug. And this actually way we kind of created this virtual reality chair with a company called a Positron from Hollywood. We put the scent capsules, so with certain track, you can even like hear a smell. So if you're in a forest, you can see like a smell of a musk on the forest. So we use 6 different aromas, and that become the world's first multisensory of that kind. Then many of you have seen the Dunkirk movie on World War II done by Christopher Nolan and Warner Brothers. So there's another project that I executive co-produced with other companies, including Warner Brothers and a few other friends. And the Dunkirk was that project, and that is also in 4.5 minutes. We have to bring the Battle of Dunkirk from land, sea, and air into so that like viewers can immerse. And those are the projects that we have done. You might be able to find online copy, but you need a virtual reality headset and a particular Intel configuration to test that one. And again, just like Kumbh Mela, which event happen as a celebration of our culture in India. Rio Carnival is one of the largest party in the world, happen in Rio de Janeiro each year in February. So in 2017, 2018, I was able to direct and co-produce virtual reality with one of the top 10 media company in the world and a leader in this space called Globo TV from Brazil. And same time, 2017, 2018, Spider-Man Homecoming was the first project that we did with Sony Pictures in a virtual reality. And those you can still download and play if you have particular pieces. And that was nominated for Emmy, but we received a Lumiere Award from Hollywood for this project. Do not post some of the videos here, but you have all the information from the right source available online. So with that, if there are any questions, I would like to take this question, but this is my favorite quote from one of the Intel co-founder. Of course, Andy Grove is one of them, my most favorite, our CEO. Our group actually started by him a long time back. Don't be encumbered by history, go off and do something wonderful. Means always challenge the status quo and just set out to do something amazing and make everyone, including yourself, proud. So with that, I would like to thank everyone. And if there is any questions or you want to see more detail, here is my information and blog link is there. Feel free to take a look. Sandeep, at this time, I would like to take any questions if it's we have any time.
Yes, Mr. Ravi. Any questions?
I don't see any questions right now, sir. But if any question arises, we will take
I
it.
would like to ask the question. Hello?
I think that we do have the question answer series after the three speakers, right? Once they complete their speeches, later on we do have that, right? That's the questions can be collected, and perhaps if the speaker is available, that will be great.
Okay.
What do you, sir, Ravindra? But I have the very good comment about you, the wonderful expressions of your all kind of the VR, AR mix kind of the reality. And the word we be approaching for the next 20 years will be of the VR, AR kind of the technology and amalgamation of the AI technology. Perhaps this is wonderful, but what is your projections? A quick the comments on this one.
Projection what in terms of the market sizing or
market
Yeah,
sizing
so,
and yes, sir.
yeah, and again, like there's a lot of information available online because anytime I say, even including on my blog, I believe like right now just a volumetric part is the market is around like $560 million, give or take here. Please do correct that figure on my blog, and I believe it's exponentially going to grow into